Hello everyone, this is Alex from Sign Builder Illustrated. I'm here at the Ascent Equipment booth with Dave Rom, the president of Ascent Equipment. Dave, thank you so much for being here today. So he's going to give us a quick overview of who Ascent Equipment is and the capabilities of the company, and then give us a little booth tour. So Dave, take it away.
Thank you. Roughly 15 years ago, we decided to develop machines for the sign industry.
Okay.
And our aim was to develop machines that won't break the bank when we buy them.
Okay.
But we wanted to be really high tech. I'm coming from the high tech, very high tech field.
Yes.
So we started to develop the first machine, I'll show you. And then we developed CNC equipment,
Yes.
vending machines. And then we also venture into the laser world.
Okay.
So we have laser welder, we have laser cutters.
Yes.
And lately we also got into the 3D printing.
Okay.
So we can show you, all of that.
Sounds
And
good.
Errol is actually a customer.
Okay.
So he likes the machine so much, so he agreed to come and help us.
Wow, that was nice of him.
Yeah. So this is a 4th generation vending machine.
Okay.
So it's very, very unique machine because it can do trimless letters.
Okay.
Can do reverse halo without welding, and can do very, very detailed.
Yeah, because a lot of shops still do stuff like this by hand.
Exactly, but even like the other companies, our competitor cannot do such a detailed letters.
Okay, that's good to know.
So and we develop extrusion system
Okay.
that I can show you. So I mean it's a CNC control, computer control.
Yes.
And you can see this called trimless letters.
Okay, yes.
So no trim, you can see how nice it is. And you can do reverse halo, so the light coming from the back,
Yes.
without welding.
Yeah, that's a popular sign these days, reverse halo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And we can do really small letters, like
Okay.
2.5 inch. See how details we can do with the machine, right?
Looks great.
We can even do plastic return. So
Oh,
machine,
very nice.
Usually people do it by hand.
Yes.
You also can do stainless steel.
Okay.
Okay, so this machine can do all of it. Very easy way to assemble the machine.
Okay.
And because today the problem is not buying the machine, problem to find good workers.
Yes.
Qualified workers. So
Mhm.
we can teach in 3-4 days. We can teach anybody off the street almost.
That's a great point.
How to do all of that.
A lot of shops are really looking for skilled workers right now. It's
Absolutely.
hard to
All
retain
my
employees.
customers, they're so happy because really they learn so quickly how to make really very sophisticated
Yeah,
letters.
these look great.
Like a front lead, back lead together, and they can charge more. Because
Yes.
like regular letters, everybody make, but those type of letters, not a,
Yeah, it's more of a premium product.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
so let's go to another machine.
Okay, Dave, could you please tell us about the TMB3?
Sure. So this is a really, really unique machine. I don't know if you know, but the glue, the solvent that for the trim cap, plastic trim cap,
Yes.
is being phased out because it's toxic to the environment.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So what we developed, we take flat aluminum.
Okay.
So you have a coil, or you have a coil of flat aluminum, and we make the crown out of it.
Okay.
It's kind of a mimic as the trim.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and it's aluminum. It won't fade, it won't crack, over time. And we put PVC on top of it, so you can use like a crazy glue to glue.
Okay.
So, and you can make stuff like that. So the machine also makes the shape for you.
So it's one piece that folds to make the trim?
Right.
Okay.
And so, so the machine will make the crown on top, like
Yes.
trim, will make the shape for you. And so this one part what the machine does. The machine also can do the returns,
Okay.
and also can do, if you still want to do plastic trim, we'll do the notching on the plastic trim.
Yeah, that's going to save a lot of time for some
Yeah,
shops.
so one machine will do everything for you.
Okay.
So it's very good for people that want to move to the aluminum trim, or start in the business, you
Yeah.
know, and they need one machine to do everything for them.
That's a good point. If you were starting out as a shop, you could actually use this machine instead of training how to do the trim caps and everything.
Right,
Yeah.
and the machine, you don't have to buy a machine for the returns.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy a machine for the trim.
It's all one machine.
And it's also gives you the benefit of the aluminum trim.
Okay.
That it's look really sharp, you know, like it's. And also, if you go like in Florida, for example,
Yeah.
you have to change the trim every 3
True.
Every few years.
So this would actually be more durable trim as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It doesn't fade, it doesn't crack.
Okay.
It's not plastics.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Okay, so that's a machine. So what we're trying to do is develop not the garden variety type of equipment. We look on a problem and then we find solutions.
Okay. Makes sense.
All right. So,
All right, Dave and Jimmy, could you please tell us about the Edge 3 machine?
sure. Well, Jimmy is our software engineer, so he's just presenting this machine.
Okay.
But he writes most of our software. So this machine is the same machine that other people have. Okay. The only caveat that we have, it can do also 0.080 material.
Okay.
So if you have a really large sign or large light box, you can look on the thickness of the aluminum.
Okay.
Okay, and nobody can do this. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you buy the machine, you can do like notching and flanging, what we call, but you also can. So you can use 0.040 and 063 material, aluminum.
Okay.
Also, you can do stainless steel.
Okay.
So it's kind
So
of
it's a versatile machine.
yeah, it's a very versatile machine, and it's the same as other people.
Yeah.
The only different, we roughly $20,000 less than the other companies.
That's good to know.
And we give you also the 80,000 material that lots of people need.
Yeah. All right. Makes sense.
Okay.
All right, Dave, we're on to the next machine. Could you please tell us about the stapler?
Yeah. So the second stage after you do the bending,
Yeah.
you need to attach the back to the returns.
Yes.
Okay, so we developed a stapler that is very, very simple to use, but it's very, very safe.
Okay.
So we just put the unit on top. You adjust the height of, for the depth, and then we also added lately
Laser.
a light,
Yeah.
like a laser,
Mhm.
to make sure that nobody will put their hand.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, people was holding it like this.
Yeah, that's true.
So and it's very, very easy to use.
Wow.
The staples is really cheap. It's crown staple. You can buy it anywhere.
Mhm.
You don't have to buy it from us.
And this is just about making it easier on the
Yeah.
side shops.
So usually people buy this machine and this or that machine and that
Yeah.
together as a one unit. And we have lots of success with this because even if you have a vending machine, you need this.
You still need a stapler,
And it's
yeah.
much better than a rivet that costs like 5 cents
Okay.
or stitches that it's not so easy to use.
Okay.
And it can do back of polycarbonate.
Okay. Yep.
It can do ACM,
Okay.
dipole, or it can do also aluminum.
All right. So it's another versatile machine then.
Very nice. Yeah,
All right.
very good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Thanks again, Dave. Could you please tell us about the laser welder?
Yes, so we introduced, we in the laser welder business for a long time.
Okay.
So we start with water cooling, then we move to air cooling,
Okay.
and this is a new one. It's refrigeration. It's heat up, so it can work 24/7, no cycle. It's also we have the lightest gun in the industry.
Okay.
And you can see that it can do really very
Yeah, it's very precise.
Yeah, very precise. Also, a really very thin material.
Yeah. You can see that the weld is very
Yeah.
clean.
So lots of people buying it,
Yeah.
and because to do this with a welder, like the
Mhm.
guys that know how to weld,
Yeah.
it takes them years to learn. And
That's
and
true.
Even if they do it very carefully, they penetrate it through.
Yeah. You'd have to go to trade school really. to learn how to
Absolutely.
weld.
So
Yeah.
we can teach anybody,
Okay.
even you,
Yeah.
in 4 hours how to weld aluminum.
That's pretty impressive.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
And yesterday we had the owner for one big company,
Mhm.
and he said, no way. I said, you try to do it. and he did in 20 minutes.
Really?
He did better jobs than his welder. So,
Bad news for his welder.
Yeah, and all the people were laughing. So I said, "No, finally, you put it to work."
Yeah. That's so funny.
So now we also the problem one of the problems with this thing is the gun is fairly big.
Okay.
So if you have a tiny letters like
Smaller
this,
letter.
yeah, you need a different machine.
Okay.
So we introduced, we didn't bring it because it's really new, a different technology
Okay.
that of laser,
Yeah.
and so we are presenting it now.
All right, Dave, we're on the last machine in the booth. This, of course, is the 3D Pro printer. As you can see, it's in action right now. Some impressive work. Could you give us a little explanation of what's
Sure,
going on?
we think that the 3D printer is the future.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that we start with the technology and we learn how to do it. And because I think that in 10 years, everything, all the machine you see here will be obsolete, and everything will be 3D printed.
So even the trim caps and everything will be 3D
Everything.
printed?
You don't need trim cap, you know, you don't need.
Okay.
Actually, you just let the machine make the whole.
So it eliminates the need for a trim cap?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And also the foil, aluminum foil, and everything. The main drawback of the machine is there's two drawbacks. One is the material
Okay.
that we now in a process talking to oil to get it certified.
Yes.
And the second problem is the speed of the machine. So we are working. This is fairly high speed, but it's not there.
Yeah.
So we are working on a new one with a higher speed, and also we are in the process with the oil to certify the material.
Okay.
But you can see what it can do.
Yeah.
That you cannot do it on the other.
So all of these are strictly 3D printed?
It was done with 3D printing.
Huh? That's impressive. They look nice.
Yeah, and you can see it's look very nice, and it doesn't need supervision, so you can run it all night like cell.
Okay.
And basically you get almost the finished product.
Yeah, very similar to the old school way of doing
Exactly.
things.
You just
Yeah.
have to put LEDs, and you have, and you can do very detailed stuff.
Yeah,
You do
looks
different
great.
colors. You cannot do this with the old school stuff.
So yeah, it opens up some different possibilities for a sign shop owner.
Absolutely.
Okay, well Dave, thank you so much for taking the
Thank
time to
you.
explain your products to us. You can always check out Ascent Equipment at their website, or you can Google it, or check it out on signshop.com. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to our YouTube page.
Thank you.